So what's your plan for your dog?
It should be to take first contact.
How many do Reyna see right now?
3, 4, probably.
3, 4. What's Reyna saying to his team?
It's all B.
Yeah, welcome to ranked, right? Here's what I would do in the situation. I would have dogged.
Like to make them believe that it's actually a B hit that we're going through.
You're getting them to rotate and confirm, because once a dog goes in, that's usually a universal sign that we're going here. Now, that's the first thing. So we don't dog here. You guys want to TP?
No,
fine, we'll do it. I would have dogged. Right here. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
I would have dogged here.
They could have cypher chips here. I could have probably found it for them if they were.
Yep.
And there could be like one straggler that's late on there.
Yeah.
I'm satching.
Oh.
And this is important because, again, your entry, but you're also direct counter to the Cypher, who's so important to counter in this comp because they're the one that's going to shut you down. So your dog goes in there, and it should be directly to take away any wire threats from them.
One enemy.
I would have dogged, right?
Yeah. Probably.
So why'd you buy your dog here?
That's
I'm giving you a smirk smile right now. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Your dog is going to be so active in this comp, right? If you see that your dog is active after the round is over, consider yourself have done something wrong. Now,
okay.
Now, here's what I don't like. The doubling up on Hookah. For me, I don't like this personally because what are the strongest parts of this map to control?
Belong.
Yep, that's one.
And would it be showers?
Yeah, the extremities are so powerful to control. If you control these two areas, you basically win a lot more of your matches. Let's say it goes up as high as 80% win rate once you control those areas. You don't want to give them up. And that's why when you bought this weapon and your plan was to go back towards here, I will compliment you on having a plan. But I don't think it is the most statistically best plan for you, right? Or best play.
Okay.
I would much rather see you have a bulldog and just control this space because you can always rotate and support your duo who's playing in shower at any point in time. You can always lob flashes through. You can lob a dog through. There's a lot that you can do in this position of control. And until they challenged you, there's really no need to give that up. Okay, so your fast rotate is always secured. If you go here, you're now stuck with playing into B. You're also stuck into playing close range fights, which is exactly what they want when they're on eco.
Yep.
Now, what we want them to do is to say, hey, no problem, take your time clearing out all of Hookah, jump through this window, and we'll slaughter you, okay?
Yeah,
same thing.
Just hold the job.
Correct, yeah. Same thing over here. Sure, take lamps. What's that going to get you? Nothing. We'll control this back end right here, and we'll control into showers, and you guys are going to funnel through this area and get absolutely mollywopped on multiple different angles, right? You're going to go into a shooting gallery. If you want to plant, no problem. We're going to start wrapping through showers because we have control of that and flank you here, and now your play space is this much. So at the end of the day, they can have lamps all they want. If they plant the bomb in the standard position right here, which they always seem to do, if they're playing in this position right here and you hit the bomb, they have to physically move themselves out here to be able to defend it. I'm okay with that. So this area right here is the most useless piece of real estate on the map when you think about it, right? Early on in the round, you could use it to defend something like this, but afterwards, it's kind of like useless on defense. This area here, funneling them through this spot, is done easily by controlling this area right here on the map. And think about how much stress a team has when they go 5-man through short A, and they have to think about, wow, this could be a problem right over here too, because we haven't had anyone clear it out. You've probably been in that situation where you haven't cleared out showers, and you're like, they could be anywhere.
Yeah,
and you
many times.
And you go right here, and you're like, you want to plant, but you're worried someone's just going to swing you like this. These two spaces here, you just win so much more if you control those areas. I would love to see you organizing some sort of aggressive push here. And this is where working with your duo helps a lot, because you can do things like, for example, Brimstone throw a smoke like this, for example. You have your rays with you, and you can literally just like SKYE DOG through here if you're here, or you SKYE DOG through the TP.
I actually want to ask, why would you dog here instead of flashing through? I feel like if they're holding that, they might just break the dog without like me getting a stun off.
You don't need to get stun off.
Flash, it's like,
you don't need to get stun off.
Pull the crosshairs.
Well, what you're trying to do is reveal them on the mini map so that Ray's can get a free kill through it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's more intel.
Yeah.
It's more intel more than anything. And if there's nothing there and you see absolutely nothing in the spot, Raze takes the space for free. And now we're already shifting and rotating towards B because it's most likely going to be a B take if there's nobody showers, especially against a team that is on a full gun round. You already see it in this round. Nobody on their gun round goes through hookah. No one tries to attack through here. Now, if they do, then they're crazy. Then we get the fights that we want to get anyway. But we're already starting a full rotate towards B and stacking it because we know it's probably end up going to be B. The two most important spots on this map are what?
B long showers.
You got it. Watch how easy you give this space up.
I'm not playing solo showers again.
Dog B long.
This is a mistake on your Raze, by the way. You guys have a power position by playing off each other from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have no showers, now we have no long.
We've just given them everything for free.
Yep. And 6 seconds into the round, they have full map control. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They have like 4 fucking ults right now, which, by the way, the ISO ult in this map is pretty nasty if you get hit with it, because now they can just full in and just splash on your chamber, for example. Right?
Yeah. Running me.
And here's the other problem again. You know, you lose long, and everyone says, oh, it's going to be B, and we all rotate. Well, then what's to stop them from just hitting a 5
for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. And on top of that, who is really good at controlling flank? Sentinel, right, is the only thing that we have right now is a trips right here. We have nothing towards here. If we had Cypher trips over here, which could be used all around the map, we can, you know, conceivably slow down a push, but we don't have that comp for that. So we're already in a spot where we pretty much lost the round right now, and we're 12 seconds into the round, right?
Yeah, it's not good.
Nope, not good at all. They have full flexibility to do whatever the hell they want. This is where I'm kind of like begging you to dog.
Site already, outside already.
And you're thinking about it, and then you stop yourself. I think at that point in time, like dogging, you're pretty much done, but it should have been almost instantly off the hop. Our positioning's just way off.
Yeah.
Okay. So we lost that round 12 seconds into it. Pretty crazy, right? I'd love to see you organize
also probably
that.
Coordinated with chamber as well.
You could.
Here,
yeah.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, you could even do like a flash push or flash peek through the ceiling. Okay, you see this area right here? You can flash
I think
up
I've seen this
through.
one. I've seen someone do this before, yeah.
Yeah, you can put the flash up and make sure when you're flashing, it needs to go up and to the left, otherwise you won't catch the line of sight of them. That right there is the perfect spot to flash. You can even throw a flash from back sight, like right through here, in this area, and then flash it so it pops up right behind them, right over this spot. And that could be like an aggressive kind of play for a close range fight, which is what we want to generally get, and that will allow us to get map control and whatnot.
Belong. Okay. Can you smoke?
Now, so you put yourself in this position here. So you're asking for a smoke on top of hookah, which is fine. The Lear here, don't need to worry about it. I like this first kill. I like the second kill. We're gonna freeze frame here.
I repeat here, don't I?
You do. This is the patience right here. This is so important. You're in a 5v3 situation. There's a minute and 22 seconds left on the clock. What should you do right now?
Probably just stay there. Honestly, stay under hookah. Don't do anything.
Yeah, you literally just stay here because at the end of the day, you've already got your value of getting 2. So if you die, it's not that big of a deal. The way I like to look at it is that every player on defense is worth 2 points. So if you got 2 kills, every player on offense is worth 1 point. You've already got your value for your death and your position. On top of that, look at where your teammates are right now. The minimap tells the story, okay? Your teammates are here and ready to back you up. So if someone were to shoot you through hookah physically, that jet's taking him out, okay? That's for free. It's a free trade. If someone comes all the way out here and kills you, that chamber is going to catch the timing.
Chamber can trade. Yeah.
You got it. Yeah. So you staying still here is the only thing you need to do. Sometimes I often say, for people who want to rank up, sometimes you just need to do nothing. But the one thing you can't do is this.
Is peak. Think so.
Because who can trade you in this angle?
No one. All 3 long. Yeah, I think I cost the team this round there.
You did. Yep.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how one small decision changes everything.
Wait.
Okay, this is the same error we had before, where you're kind of rushing things a little bit. You're in a 2v1 situation, bomb is down. There's no need to take any fights right now. You win in 32 seconds. You're pushing up into the smoke right now.
Spike down A.
You could hear that it's going down as well. Who could trade you?
Yeah, no one.
All you have to do, and again, Immortal is about fraction mistakes. Fraction mistakes. You slightly moving up into it is the difference between winning and losing. If you were in
like arrow there, back sights.
Yeah, you're right. You're in the perfect spot. You play against this wall, you're good, right? You now have a spot to peek from. Now, I don't think I need to talk about UFOs because this is like a positioning fundamental, because I don't think that's really the issue here. I think what's the issue is that you're thinking I want to get the next fight. And that's more of like a, let's bring ourselves down and ask ourselves, do we need to right now? This whole round's been, do we need to? This whole VOD has really been, do we need to, right? But UFOs is an acronym I use. So the U stands for utility, okay? The F stands for flashes, okay? The O is on angles or off angles. Have you heard me talk about this before? Out of curiosity?
I have, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go through this really quickly. So escape and support is the last two, okay? So first question, whenever we're looking at positioning, we have to score ourselves out of 5 for the position that we choose, okay? So let's move up to that spot. So we're here now, okay? In this position, is there anyone who can give us some sort of utility to be able to support us if things go wrong?
No.
X. Can we get flash in this angle? Not right now because there is no flashing agent, so we'll give you a check mark on that one, okay? Is this an on or an off angle?
Off.
Yeah,
probably.
it's an off. I'll give you a check mark.
It is, yeah.
I'll give you a check mark, okay? Now, let's say the smoke goes down. Can you escape from this position, or are you committed to a fight?
Committed.
You're committed. That's an X, okay? This is the most important one. And then the last one, who can trade you if things go wrong?
No one.
No one. So you have a 2 out of 5. That's a failing grade. So that means that you pushing yourself into this small fraction of a space right here, just a small movement forward, is the difference between being in a good spot or a bad spot. Now, if we go back a little bit and you play in that corner, we go ask ourselves those questions again. There's no util to support us. We can dodge a flash if things go wrong. So I'd say that in general, you're looking at a 4 out of 5 because now you have the escape. And the support doesn't really matter because you're not putting yourself in a spot where you need to have a trade, right? Because you can always avoid, you can always escape. So your positioning numbers go up way more just being in this spot versus moving up into the smoke.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like a dry fight here. Right, I always talk about dry fights versus util fights. What could we do here differently?
Wait for them to probably work up a bit and then flash out, or dog instantly and try and... I think it's a flash. I would go for the flash here, personally. I don't know if that's the right play, though.
Okay,
yeah.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong. But there's lots of plays, and this is the point I wanted to make, is I want to have a discussion with you about different things you have access to, right? What other things do you have access to? I know you can do this. Think about it.
The dog.
You have the dog. Let's think outwardly, though. Who can support us in this position?
Brimstone?
You got it, right?
Drop a smoke.
Drop a smoke.
And then, yeah.
And play off the smoke. Who can flash you on the other team?
No one except for maybe Reyna.
Maybe Reyna. Yeah, maybe Reyna. That's it, right? So if Reyna's not with them and they don't leer through, they run through with their physical bodies. It's an easy kill. You can only just hold the smoke, right? You now have your dog, you have your flash, but you can do that play later on instead of just depending on yourself, right? And again, holding this space is so important. So you can say, Brim, can you smoke here to start? Smoke exactly in this spot to start. And then let them decide what they're going to do with that smoke. If they want to waste a leer early on, great, I'm cool with that. Because by the time they're done all their leers and they go to hit the site, they have no more flashes left. I'm okay with that. We're trying to kill all of their utility before they actually hit the site. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Once you fight for this spot, you can then, after you've done your flash play and your peak play or your dog play to be able to really kill the time on this clock, you can say, Brim, can you smoke here? You ping this ground. And now they can't take garden without using some more utility, right? Because they're worried about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So literally just drawing it up so you can see this, a visualization. Start the round off.
I think in the moment there, the silver dart missed me, so I was like, okay, they might just swing this dry. So I was like, okay, maybe I can get a freebie and get out on that angle. But yeah, I don't think that's necessarily the right play.
Well, it's... The thing that I always recommend is you don't take an unnecessary 50-50, especially when you're on defense. If you're on offense, take the 50-50, because the value of you getting the pick is higher than them getting the pick on you, right? Remember, it's 2-1, right? Because if you kill this person on defense, if they kill you, they force everyone to move around on defense. And when a team starts moving around, that's when they start losing, because they're not in a position to be able to set up crossfires, a lot of good stuff. So as soon as they start activating and they move around, that's when they make mistakes. That's when the pressure's on, right? So a 50-50 on defense doesn't make sense. It doesn't need to be forced, right? Now, the point I was going to make here on this one, let me just show you. You smoke here, you fight this area. We've already talked about it, but let's say they run through here. Then you're spotting it, or you're holding that smoke. You kill that guy. Easy. Another guy comes through, you fall back. That's when you can flash peek if you really wanted to, but you don't have to. You can actually just fall back in this point, ping this area and say, can you smoke here, Brimstone? And you just play back. Right?
Yep.
So now they have to lob more flashes through, right, to get through this space. Now they've used most of their utility. By the time they come into this spot, they got nothing. You're taking dry fights and you're crossfiring this position with your teammate, right? Easy win. This is where I'd communicate. It's probably A. It's probably A. Have B. Have full B control, right? Just like active communication right now for your team.
Approach your flank.
I don't even mind this because now they're worried about a flank the entire time. You can just back off and hold B long again. B long is the spot you want to control. Because if you go to B long, you can always TP. You can always TP. This I don't like.
Yeah, I don't know why I come short here, actually.
I'm going to chalk it down to the mental again. You're thinking, where's my next frag coming from, right? Now, a lot of players have this problem where they get a dopamine kick every time they get a kill. You have to learn to control that, right? It's fun to get kills for sure, but as soon as you can start not caring so much about getting a frag, is the moment you hit Radiant, 100%. Because this emotional charge you're getting, if you can get it from winning a round, you'll be able to change how your decision making comes into place. Like this position right here, they 1000% should be clearing you. Why?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, because it's like I broke the trip on flank. They might expect someone to be worked up short.
Yeah, 100%. So if I'm them, if I put myself in their shoes, you saw the trip get it hit, and there's 56 seconds left on the round, right? For me, I would play it long, right, personally, because I control that power position on the map.
Yeah.
For them, they're thinking, this guy could be anywhere, so let me check all my corners. I got more than enough time to do so. So if they're coming up short, they're going to kill you. If they're coming up fountain, they're going to kill you. So I'm already saying to myself, I'm like, he's dead. He's 100% dead. Yeah, if someone clears this, he's 100% dead. And there it is.
Yep.
Right? Why not hard clear this?
Last one is here.
Okay. You don't need to be the guy. Look at the situation right now. So you see this guy, you're like, oh, unlucky, right? Unlucky that he's here, right? So you back off. Everything up to this point.
I don't need to take the fight here. Yeah.
Don't need to take the fight.
Brim. Wait, I think I take the. Do I take the fight?
You take the fight.
I take the fight.
You take the fight. You chose death versus life here. Your team had you. Right? When you go to plant, where should your eyes be?
Minimap.
Minimap. Cool. So you spot him on the minimap. Immediately, you should already be thinking about where do I want to go at this post plant, which I'm guessing you would have wanted to go towards showers, correct? So you would have seen this, and then immediately you say, well, I can't shoot back, so let me back off here. And while you're looking at the minimap, you already know the scenario. You see that there's two teammates right here. You see this guy is cooked. There's no need to take the fight here. And here's the one thing. When I finally start seeing this in your VOD reviews, I'm going to be so proud of you. Because this, for me, is your level of ascension to say, I don't have to be the guy. I don't have to get this kill here. I know. Here's what I'm going to say, Horizon. I know you can hit these shots. I've seen you hit them. You're really good mechanically. You don't have to prove shit to me. You don't have to prove shit to yourself either. Right? You are good. You are capable of going way further than what you've got right now. You have all the mechanics you need. I need you to work on your decision making. That's all that matters. Right? You're already 10 out of 10 when it comes to mechanics. Okay? Now we need to be 10 out of 10 on our decision making and when to take fights. That's all it is, ultimately. Right? You gonna dog?
I don't think I do.
Oh, you wanted to and you stopped yourself.
Backside.
See how you took a dry fight? instead of ulting or dogging or anything.
I'm sorry.
That's a decision-making thing.